going through the Eat Journal process, and he was in Whole Foods. He did his first Facebook Live. Can you please all go to Jason Burke and comment on his very first Facebook Live that he did in a Whole Foods? It was spectacular. The best thing about Jason right now is that he is doing his homework. When I tell him to do something, he's doing it. The way the Eat Journal system works, especially when you're coaching it, is you don't have to do very much. You watch the videos every day, you share what you've eaten, and you make sure they did their writing exercise. Little bonuses like tonight included showing everybody what spaghetti squash looked like, which is kind of cool. Because Jason went down and I hope you guys can appreciate this, he went down the vegetable aisle at Whole Foods. I got him to get into a Whole Foods. He'd never even heard of the store. Let me share something with you. He lives in Las Vegas. There's a Whole Foods on every corner. But Whole Foods doesn't really sell Hot Pockets and what he eats. So he went down the vegetable section, but he didn't buy anything because he didn't know what to buy. Does that make sense to you guys? He had no idea. So when I said to him very gently tonight, I said, I want you to get 3 vegetables. I thought somebody looked like he killed his cat. So I said to him, let's get 3 vegetables. But in my mind, if you're growing up and you don't eat vegetables, maybe you should start with something sweet. So I had him buy a yellow pepper and a bag of carrots. And then I said, let's go get some hummus. And hopefully Nicole is going to call him, if you don't mind, Nicole, and walk him through what he needs to get. Got it?
He gave me a call on the phone and I told him that I would hold him responsible for getting those items. So I'm going to follow up with him.
All right, cool. I mean, he's a grown-up boy. He can ask for those. And if he can't, well, that's part of the struggle. But I will tell you, and it was very funny. So when I asked our team here, our amazingly supportive team, for recommendations for vegetables, they started saying things like jicama, zucchini, things that normal people don't even like. Trust me, you want to start with baby steps. You want to get this man to understand that you can eat raw foods a piece at a time. But week 1, day 3, it is a spectacular journey and a shift for him. All right, so everybody can see my screen. You can see my face, even though I'm a little sick and under the weather today.
Yeah, but can I say something before we get going? I'm not sure whose Zoom call we're on, but it's so important that they record it and get it to me.
Oh, got it. It's actually recording, Chuck.
Okay, perfect. Then I won't say anything.
No, it's okay. You can, and it's Nicole's. All right, so here's what I want you to do, team. I want you to take your pad of paper. I want you to make 3 circles. 1, 2, 3. See 1, 2, 3? I then want you to write on the far left, and Bob, you can do this again because you don't ever finish with this one. On the far left one, and you want to write bag of bones. Bag of bones. In the middle one, you want to write you, the word you. And on the far right, you want to write the words Forbes factor. Forbes factor. Okay, got it? So let's start with the one on the far right. Many of you have been to Forbes Factor. A couple of you have not, and that's okay. Jenny and Michael, you can play along. Brianna, you're going to play along. It's totally fine because you've been part of my coaching, and we're all going to chime in. We're all going to write some things on the far right side. And if you would, Michael and Jenny, just leave your emails for us. I want you to write under the Forbes Factor some of the things that you've learned, some of the teachings that are Forbes Factor. So everybody unmute. Don't all shout out at once. But let's start writing them and seeing how many we can remember.
Start with the end in mind.
Okay, I love that. Start with the end in mind. Pat.
I don't know that.
Don't play small.
Wait. Who said I don't know?
No, that was my Alexa.
Oh, don't be asking Alexa about Forbes. I'll smack Alexa in the head.
Oh my God.
They trained Alexa to say I don't know? That is so we have to talk with her. All right, Leah, give me a Forbes Factorism.
Leap and the net will appear.
Leap, and don't be writing if you're driving. We'll send you this list. Leap,
Okay.
and the net will appear. Chuck or somebody would like to write these in the far right corner because everyone should write all of these down in their personal lists. Okay, you would. Give me one. You all need to unmute unless you have noise in the background.
Dream it, believe it, achieve it.
No, dream it, believe it, achieve it. Thank you.
What would Forbes do?
What would Forbes do? Thank you. I love you, Jackie. What would Forbes do?
That's funny.
Come on, somebody chime in.
Give yourself permission to do anything.
Give yourself permission to do anything and everything.
Life happens for you.
Yes, life happens for you, not to you.
Leave your baggage at the door.
Yes, leave your baggage at the door.
How you do something is how you do everything.
Yes, how you do something is how you do everything.
If you pick up the pedal in front of you, the boulder moves itself.
Yeah, I love you, Jane. If you pick up the pebbles in front of you, the boulder moves itself.
You get what you tolerate.
Yes.
Ask for what you want.
Ask for what you want. You get what you tolerate. You are the sum of the obstacles you overcome.
You're also the sum of the 5 people you hang out with.
Yes, you are the sum of the 5 people closest to you.
Closest to you.
You are meant to shine.
You were meant to shine. Stop playing small. It doesn't serve anyone. I missed one here. What was it? You mentioned. I had another one here. When? Okay. When are you going to do it? Now. And stop saying I don't know. Anything else? Well, that's an entire life. That's kind of cool. What anything else I say? Anything else I say? If you want things that others don't have, you must be willing to do things that others won't do. If you don't have, you must be willing to do what others won't do.
If you do what you've always done, you get what you've always gotten.
Yes, if you do what you've always done, you will get what you've always gotten. When you change the way you look at something, that thing changes. Anything else? Teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh, yeah. And a rising tide raises all ships.
Okay. I love that. Thank you. A rising tide lifts all boats.
Lifts all boats.
I love it. And you know what's funny? I didn't make up most of these. In fact, I wrote them all down. It's just how I've been living my life. You don't have to, does it have to be original? No, it just has to be committed to my philosophy. It has to be ingrained into the way you think. Because those are the whole right side of your page, right? Okay. So now I want you to look at the screen that's looking back at you and see that person that's marked Robert or Craig or Jenny or Chuck. You, my friends, are a bag of bones. Right, that's pretty much what you are. Got a little bit of water, but mostly a bag of bones. So bag of bones over here has parents and society and whatever that's stuck things in bag of bones' head. And they became beliefs, right? So I want you to start writing down things that bag of bones believes. So does bag of bones believe that they're enough? Now you can take any one of these. It's not an and or thing. You don't have to write something that's not yours, but I want you to write down your beliefs. You believe you're not enough. You believe it takes hard work to make money. You believe money is limited. You believe you have to go to school to get a good education. You believe that boys should earn more than girls or girls don't matter. You believe that kids are an expense. You believe there's no good men out there. You believe that love doesn't last. Keep going. Somebody shout out ones that, so we can keep thinking about beliefs that you have. Shout out one at a time. Leah, what's a belief that you have?
Your voice doesn't matter.
That your voice doesn't matter. Write that down. Nicole, what's a belief that you have? Write that down. I know you're doing something, but it's important to have. This is a great list to have. Thank you, Brianna, for doing that. Doris, what's a belief that you have?
Money don't grow on trees.
Money doesn't grow on trees. Perfect. Keep going. Joni, give me a belief.
Self-doubt.
No, that's not a belief. I don't think I can do it is a belief.
Yeah, I believe, but sometimes I don't think I can do it.
Right, I don't think I can do it. I'm too fat, I'm too old, that's a belief. I'm too young, I'm too ethnic. My hair is too white, my hair is too black, my hair is too whatever. I'm not educated enough. I don't have enough money. It takes money to make money. Jenny, what's a belief that you might have? And everybody can unmute unless you have a small child or noise in the background.
That years of experience will give me competence at my job.
Right, years of experience give you confidence. Write that down, absolutely. And I'm sure, write it down word for word. Jane, what's a belief that you have?
That I'm not sharp enough.
Write that down. What's another one? Here's another couple of beliefs. I'm not lovable. I'm not, I don't know.
I have to do it on my own.
I have to do it on my own. Excellent, yes. Brianna, give me a belief.
If I failed once, I'm going to fail again.
How is your picking of your fingers going, by the way? Oh, you froze. Did everybody freeze? No, just Brianna froze. Pat, what's a belief, please?
I have not conscious. Oh, am I frozen?
Now you're unfrozen. Go for it.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. I have not picked consciously since our call. Honestly, every time, and it's because of that one thing that you had said. Like, I think of Desiree.
Every single time you do that, you're actually kind of poking her in the eye with a pin. That's how bad it should feel. And I can't imagine you would ever want to do that.
Yeah.
And so thank you, Tyler, for getting everybody in the mode. But I will tell you, when you can get inside somebody's head, Vanessa doesn't really smoke cigarettes anymore either.
Thank you, Forbes.
You are very welcome. Let me tell you something. It's called being a brain whisperer. If you can figure it out and get in there and noodle it around, it doesn't take years to change your behavior. It takes a moment. Just a moment. So Robert, give me a belief.
That you got to work hard to make money, and you don't waste time with anything that can't make money.
Don't waste time with anything that can't make money. Come on, you got a couple more. What was on your list that you and I worked on the other day in your session?
Not smart enough. You got to work hard to make money. It takes money to make money. Anything you can't make money, don't do. Go to school, get a good job. Those were it for that.
Anything you can't make money at, don't do. That was something his dad told him. Go to school and get a good job. Hey, Jonathan Bates, you want to chime in with a limiting belief? Or Tim? We're open. Chuck, how about a limiting belief?
I just had one. I think a lot of it is a lot of people feel like they have to struggle to make money.
Okay, well here, it's not a lot of people, it's your limiting belief. It's making money is a
Well, that
struggle.
is, yeah.
Good, that's a belief. Michael, you want to add one?
Don't have the skills to start a new career on my own.
Great, you don't have the skills, that's perfect.
Don't have
Stacy,
enough time.
don't have enough time, that's a good one, yes.
I'm not creative.
I'm not creative, I don't know how to do internet stuff, I don't understand technology. All right, so we got a whole list here, yes?
Yes.
All right, so here's the game. So this is Bag of Bones, this is you, and this is Forbes Fact. Got it? Those three up there? Got it? Okay. So now here's a very funny thing. I'm going to share screen for a second. And all right, so wait, hang on a second. I want this one. All right. I don't know if any of you remember this.
Why, it's the best. The best. Please, don't interrupt my act. The best. I didn't see the lights there. I forgot about them. What the world are you doing? Why interrupt my act like this? Look, Mr. Flores, I mean, after all, 3 or 4 o'clock, they do it. It's hot buns and things like that. I know that, Sebastian, but not. I beg your pardon. Ladies and gentlemen, and also the children, will you excuse me for a minute, please? Thank you. What do you want to do? Look, Mr. Flores. What are you doing? I love baseball. We all love baseball. When we get to St. Louis, will you tell me the guys' names on the team so I go to see them in that St. Louis ballpark? I'll be able to know those fellas. Well, you all right, folks? All right. Excuse me. All right. I want to find out the fellas' names. As long as it's okay with the audience. Crazy about baseball. Will you stand still? Pick up your hat. Don't pick up your hat. Now, look. Then you'll go and peddle your popcorn and don't interrupt the act anymore? Yes, all right. You know, strange may seem, they give ball players nowadays very peculiar names. Funny names, nicknames. Not as funny as my name, Sebastian Dinwiddie. Oh, yes. Funnier than that? Oh, absolutely. Yes. Now, on the St. Louis team, we have who's on first, what's on second. I don't know who's on third. That's what I want to find out. I want you to tell me the names of the fellas on the St. Louis team. I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second. I don't know who's on third. You know the fellas' names? Yes. Well, then who's playing first? Yeah. I mean, the fellow's name on first base. Who? The fellow playing first base for St. Louis. The guy on first base. Who is on first? What are you asking me for? I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Who is on first? I'm asking you. Who's on first? That's the man's name. That's whose name? Yeah. Well, go ahead and tell me. Who? The guy on first. Who? The first base. Who is on first? Have you got a first baseman on first? Certainly. Then who's playing first? Absolutely. When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money? Every dollar of it. Why not? The man's entitled to it. Who it does. So who gets? Why shouldn't he? Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it. Whose wife? Yes. After all, the man earns it. Who does? Absolutely. Well, I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base? Oh, no. What is on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? That's what I'm trying to find out. Don't change the players. I'm not changing nobody. Take it easy. What's the guy's name on first base? What's the guy's name on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. He's on third. We're not talking about him. How did I get on third base? You mentioned his name. If I mention a third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third? No, who's playing first? Stay off of first, will you? What do you want me to do? Now, what's the guy's name on third base? What's on second? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. Who's on third? There I go, back on third again. Well, I can't change their names. Would you please stay on third base, Mr. Broadhurst? Now, what is it you want? What is the fella's name on third base? What is the fella's name on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. Third base. Woo! You got an outfield? Oh, sure. St. Louis has got a good outfield? Absolutely. The left fielder's name? Why? I don't know. I just thought I'd ask. Well, I just thought I'd tell you. Now tell me who's playing left field. Who is playing first? Stay out of the infield. Don't mention any names out here. I want to know w's the fullest name in left field. What is on second? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. Third base. Oh, take it easy. Take it easy, man. And the left fielder's name? Why? Because. Oh, he's center field. He said, will you pick up your hat, please? Pick up your hat and stop this. Oh, look, Mr. Gothers, yes. You got a pitcher on the team? Wouldn't this be a fine team without a pitcher? I don't know. Tell me the pitcher's name. Tomorrow. You don't want to tell me the date? I'm telling you, man. Then go ahead. Tomorrow. What time? What time what? What time tomorrow? You're going to tell me who's pitching. Now listen. Who is not pitching? Who is on break your run? You say who's on first? Right up your ass. I want to know what's the pitcher's name. What's on second? I don't know. Please. You got a catcher? Yes. The catcher's name. Today. And tomorrow's pitching. Now you've got it. That's all. St. Louis has got a couple of days on that team. Well, I can't help that. All right. What do you want me to do? Got a catcher? Yes. I'm a good catcher too, you know. I know that. I would like to play for the St. Louis team. Well, I would like to catch. Now, I'm being a good catcher. Tomorrow's pitching on the team, and I'm catching. Yes. Tomorrow throws the ball, and the guy up bunts the ball. Yes. Now, when he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out at first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who? Now, that's the first thing you've said right. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Well, that's all you have to do. Is to throw it to first base. Now, who's got it? Naturally. Who has it? Naturally. Naturally. Okay. You got it. I pick up the ball and I throw it to naturally. No, you don't. You throw the ball to first base. And who gets it? Naturally. Okay. All right. I throw the ball to naturally. You don't. You throw it to who? Naturally. Well, that's what I said. You did not. I said I throw the ball to naturally. You don't. You throw it to who? Naturally. Yes. So I throw the ball to first base and naturally gets it. No, you throw the ball to first base. And who gets it? Naturally. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm sorry. I throw the ball to naturally. You throw it to who? Naturally. That's what I'm saying. I throw the ball to first base and who gets it? He better get it. Oh, you don't get excited. Now I throw the ball to first base. Whoever it is drops the ball so the guy runs to second. Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it? I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow. A triple play. It could be. Another guy gets up. It's a long fly ball to be called. Why? I don't know. He's on third, and I don't care. I said, I don't care. Oh, that's our shortstop.
So,
wait a minute. You owe me back room rent. I'm getting excited. How much is it? You owe me 13 weeks at $7 a week. Heidi Summers. Pardon me just a minute. Lou. Here's $28.
Hang on, sorry.
$28. Given that old routine of ours, 7 and 28,
I don't know where it went.
13 times.
Okay, where did my...
Oh, yeah. And do it right this
All right,
time.
that's my screen, right? I can't do it. You want to go to the window?
Mr. Landlord. Yeah. You smoking on me, Blake? Never mind about that. You owe me.
Stop! Stop talking.
13 weeks at $7 a week. And that happens to be a lot more than $28.
Really?
That comes $28.
No.
Did you go to school?
Wait, stop.
You mean to say you can prove that 7 times 13 is 28? Well, it's got to be. Certainly it is, because Mr. Rabbit and I, that's $28. That's what you get.
Okay.
If you can prove it, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will give you the room rent for nothing.
Oh, God, this is crazy.
But
Hey, Forbes, come on.
I'm totally...
Okay, you happen to have any Crayola on there? Crayola?
I can't figure where it is.
Well, you
Can
have.
you close your browser?
28's going to come out 13. That's your way. That's my way. It's got to come out right.
It is.
Now, first,
Oh, stop.
I put down 7.
Oh, my gosh, that was exhausting. Well, I hope you all had a very good laugh and then a whole nother laugh at my expense. All right. Well, now here's the thing, Brianna, it's not speaking a different language. He was actually speaking English the entire time. It's just the people who are listening weren't quite hearing it correctly. So what I want you to do is I want you in the middle of this pad is the name you, Y-O-U. Write that for me if you would, right? Everyone got that? And here's what I want you to do. You guys are all becoming good coaches, correct? Great. So I want my bag of bones, which is all you guys, to coach a man named or a woman named you. Maybe it's a Chinese name, but it's you, okay? So Jane, I want Jane over here to coach you by saying some sentence in bag of bones languages and using the word you. So for example, you can't do it. Every time you fail, you don't feel like getting up again. So we would do that for me with one of your limiting beliefs. And all of you unmute if you would. No, you're still muted.
You're not smart enough. You can't do it. You might as well give up.
Okay, don't be so, now remember you're telling this to you, and you is very sad when you hears that. You know that, right?
Yeah,
So
that's what you want me to do, right?
Yeah, no, it's absolutely. So coach you a little more. Don't read them off, but just kind of say what you just said to you. Because you comes to Jane and says, hey, I want to be, I want to try something new. And Bag of Bones says, you what?
You shouldn't even try because you're not good enough. And
Perfect. Love it. That's perfect. What else does you say? I mean, Bag of Bones say. Read it right from your list.
You don't have enough time. You're alone. You would need some support.
Okay, so hang on to that. That's good. Craig, give me what is in your Bag of Bones? Say something to you as well.
You are too shy, introverted, and guarded.
Wow, interesting. Jenny, want to try it?
You're not competent. You don't know enough.
Say it again, and really look at you and say that. You, say the word you.
You are not competent. You don't know enough.
Okay, Shelley.
Yes?
Go for it.
Need to be a perfect mother.
Let me hear the word you. You're talking to you. It's like, who's on first? You, and then tell you something.
You need to be perfect as a mom in order for your children to love you.
Great. That's really kind of sad. I feel very bad for the female you just talked to. Joni, go for it.
You do not have enough skills, so you cannot do it.
Wow, Michael.
You don't have the skills to start a new career on your own.
Leo.
You're too soft-spoken.
Nice. Stacey. Can't hear you.
Tried and failed, so I try again.
Doris.
You're too bashful.
Okay. All right. So Jackie, give me one.
It's too challenging. You can't do it. You don't have enough skills.
Okay, don't start with it. Say to you, because the you you're talking to is not the Bag of Bones sitting on that couch. You is somebody that you're coaching. Her name is you. So you. Read it right from there. You already know. Whatever's on the left page, that is what, go ahead. Bag of Bones, go for it.
You'll find it too challenging.
Uh-oh, you guys all froze.
That's true. You'll find it too challenging. You don't have enough skills. You'll find it too hard.
Forbes, oh my God, I gotta get a snapshot of her face right now. She's gonna kill me. Did she freeze for you?
She froze.
I got a snapshot of it. All right, she'll probably hop back on. There she is.
I don't know what happened.
You froze.
Forbes, I got an awesome screenshot of a face you made when you froze, like this.
There was too much negativity. It blasted you off the.
There you go. All right. Well, so here's what I want all my Bag of Bones to do. Why don't you take one of those negative ones now that you just said out loud? Because remember, you're coaching you. And I want you to say what the Bag of Bones normally says, and I want you to find a Forbes factorism that counteracts that. Now, before you do that, here's what I want to ask you. Remember, you always want to know what you want. So let's figure out what you wants. You want love. Write that down. You wants respect. You wants to leave a legacy. You wants financial freedom. You wants to travel. Anybody think of anything else that we can coach you into getting?
To make money while we
Happiness.
sleep.
No, we can just leave. You wants to be happy. Make money in your sleep. Sure.
Impacts.
Okay, impact. I love that. You wants impact. Write
Is
all
it
those things down.
confident?
Because these write down confidence. That's what we're trying to coach you to get. Got it? We're trying to get you to be confident, to be loved, respect, legacy, travel, happiness, make money, and use sleep, right? Now here's the exercise, because you get to do this over and over again. Because now you've got 3 columns. So Brianna, if you would start, I want you to coach you with the phrase, something from Bag of Bones. Because you said, you comes to Brianna and says, hey, Brianna, I want to travel more and be happy, make money in my sleep. What is Brianna's Bag of Bones answer?
You know that the past is just going to repeat itself. No, life happens for you, not to you.
Try that again. That was really nice.
You know that the past is just going to repeat itself. If you failed once, you're going to fail again. No, life happens for you, not to you.
Okay. I'm going to start the sentences, and this is really important, with the word you. So the coaching goes something like this. You says, I want to be happy and have legacy. And Bag of Bones says to you, you tried and failed. It's not going to work. You don't deserve it. You are not enough. Then you want to say Forbes factor-wise, you are some of the obstacles you overcome. You're better than that. You need to dream it, believe it, and achieve it. Okay? So really use the name of you each time that you do it so you knows that you're talking to you. I know that sounds weird, but that's why I played Who's On First. But when you use the word you, trust me, this will be as impactful as it needs to be. Robert, would you try the exercise?
You are not smart enough. And give permission to do anything.
You cannot coach with 30% energy. So let's try to have an impactful thing here. What did Bag of Bones say?
You're not smart enough.
Let me tell you something. Your Bag of Bones has never said it that casually. Your Bag of Bones goes, haha, you're not smart enough, asshole. Why did you even try? I know that. That's what's in your head, right?
Right.
Well,
So
be that voice for it. Yeah, come on, I know that. That's what got you where you were. Go ahead, try that. And
You're
then
not smart enough. You're not smart enough. Ha ha, you're not smart enough.
That's the voice that's in your head?
The voice is more like, you're not smart enough.
Yeah, I know. And so when you enter Forbes Factor, what did Forbes Factor teach you? Start with the word you.
Give yourself permission to do anything.
Start saying you, I give you or grant you permission to do anything. Say the word you as though you're coaching a kid on a baseball team.
I grant you permission to
Not
do
you.
anything.
No, not I.
You.
Say the word you. Yeah, you.
I grant you the permission to do anything. I grant you the permission to do anything.
Now you can laugh.
I grant you permission to do anything.
That's interesting. So if you heard that negative and you turned it around and said this, the voice goes, whoa, wait a second.
Right.
Interesting. Shelly, try it.
You need to play safe and be careful. No, you were meant to shine, and if you jump, the net will appear.
That's because Shelly had a coaching today. Yo, girlfriend. Now, Jenny, you know Shelly, don't you?
Yeah.
Does she look any different?
Does she look any different? Hold on, let me find her picture.
Can you not see her on your screen?
She is smiling very big, shining a little brighter.
Wow. Huh. Maybe it works. Go ahead, try the exercise, Miss Jenny.
You are not competent. You don't know enough. You stop playing small, it doesn't serve anyone.
How does that feel?
Pretty empowering.
Yeah, and that's just day one, and you haven't even been through 4 steps. Yeah, that's kind of funny. That's interesting. You smile like one of my favorite actresses. She's from Britain. What is her name? She's who do people tell you? Like Keira Knightley.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. All right, Mr. Michael, try it for us.
You don't have the skills to start a new career on your own. No, you need to leap and the net will appear. And if you move pebbles, the boulder will move on its own.
Holy shit. All right. Okay, you need to show up in February. That's awesome, dude. Did you feel how that felt?
Feels good.
Because like Craig said this morning, like you said a little while ago, all you do is you're just changing something that's in your head all the time. Joni, go for it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you do not have enough skills. If you pick up the pebbles, the boulder will move.
So I think we need to start making t-shirts like this so you can hear us, because you seem to forget this a lot. Nicole, go for it.
You've never done this before. Why would somebody pay you to do it for them? No, if you want the things that others don't have, sorry, I didn't write it down. I'm cooking dinner for my children. If you want to achieve the things you've never done before and have the things you've never had, then you need to do the things you've never done.
Yup. It's got to become ingrained in your head. Jackie, go for it.
You're not confident, you don't have the skills, you'll find it too challenging. Stop playing small. If you want to do the things that others don't have, you must do the things that others will not do.
How does that feel?
Good.
See, here's the crazy thing, guys. Somehow, Bag of Bones has been treating you like shit. And then Bag of Bones, when Bag of Bones gets frustrated, throws in alcohol, throws in overeating, throws in smoking, so Bag of Bones can numb you, right? Because that's Bag of Bones' job. I don't know why, but when I asked you about limiting, or I asked you about beliefs at all, not one of you, now think about this, not one of you wrote down a really positive belief. Why is that? You all went to the negative. Now the irony is you have a lot of positive beliefs in your head, but they're empowering and you didn't really focus on them. You know, what's a belief? Well, I can do anything. Where did the I can't do anything come from? Where did all that negative shit on the left side happen? How? I don't understand. We heard all of this, and we heard it at a very young age. It become the fabric of who we are. And most people suffer from this. You know, I told a story today, and it's one of my favorite stories. I get really, really upset when I walk up to moms, and they've got a little 2-year-old, 3-year-old, and they're what? They're this big. Let me see my own screen for a second. You know, here's mom and the kid's like that big, right? They're tiny little things, right? You walk up to them, because I love little kids. Kid runs behind mom's leg, and mom, in her genius and wisdom and lovingness, says, oh, my child is shy. Let me tell you something, girlfriend, your child is smart. If somebody this big came up to me, it was 2.5 times my height, I'd run behind my mom's leg too. Your kid's smart. Imagine you're walking and somebody 10 feet tall comes up to you and says, hey, how you doing down there? You fucking run, right? So you've got, why am I cursing? I don't know. Bear with me, I don't mean to. Sometimes it just comes out. But what happens, and this is unfortunate, is that you got a little kid's ears who hears the words, you are shy, from the mom who loves him more than anything. You tripped at some point and said, oh, you're such a klutz. This woman loves you. And you start to believe that you are a klutz. From a little age, uh-oh, can you hear me? Oh no, all day. Come on. Hello.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
We can hear you. You're just frozen.
All right, are you back?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the mom or dad that loved you told you things that actually hurt you and started to instill these limiting beliefs into a bag of bones. And I don't know why we hold on to them. Some sister, some bully, somebody picked on you, and you can't even remember when and where or why, but it becomes that inner dialogue all the time when you try something new. And what I love about this exercise is it gives you an actual way to shift it. When you hear yourself say something like that, you go, wait, no, I love you too much. Let's take you and give you a nicer thought for this one moment. Let's just stop for a second and say, hey, you, I know that you want love, you want respect. So rather than beat you up, I'm going to say, hey, you, I'm going to give you permission to dream big. I'm going to tell you there's some of the obstacles. So if you have to go through something bad, keep going. Oh, that's true. Here's another one. When you go through hell, don't stop. Keep on going. I love these. And then stop saying, I don't know, because the truth is you do. At all times, you know something. Stop wimping out. You have more to offer than that. Okay, so to that end, somebody offer up an aha about this exercise. Just raise your hand or unmute or go for it.
I think just naming out loud the things that are going through our minds is really important, because I don't think sometimes we realize that those mantras are running our life and that they're dictating our next steps and our moves. But when we say them out loud and like we talk to ourselves, it's like, would you ever say that to your own child? Like, why are we treating ourselves like that? So we take those thoughts and we reverse them consciously so that next time they pop up, we can take control and not go down that same path.
This way you're not waiting for some teacher or some coach to tell you the answer. You actually know the answers. You just don't actually use them. Fascinating, isn't it? So another aha.
I think it's interesting that we all have these, and on some level we might not necessarily acknowledge them unless we're in a setting like this. We just kind of keep them tucked away in a closet, but it's interesting to notice that we all have these limiting beliefs, and usually other people see them even though we are the coffee in the cup.
Well, yes, that was another one. We are the coffee in the cup. It's very funny. Jane, is it funny that every single person that I've ever done this with has the exact same ones?
Yeah, it's interesting where we really are each other more than we know.
That's just it. That's what's become so important about this work and so obvious to me, is that, okay, ask a few questions, do a first memory, clean out your closet, change these beliefs, and then just keep going. Set out, because the next thing to do that we're going to do as a business group is set some solid intentions of what we're actually creating.
Yeah.
So for those of us in private coaching, for year-long coaching, so Shelly and Craig, we had a good conversation today. Doris has already changed her profile, her Facebook. I got to show them how to build things on Canva. I will do that next week with you guys, because you don't need to wait for a graphic artist. You don't need to wait for anybody now. You can be making money, all right? So kind of like Jason just didn't know the vegetables were there, which should blow you away. It's that easy, okay? So on that note, I'm feeling bad. I'm ready to go to bed because I don't feel good. Chuck, are you okay? I miss talking to you all day. All right, anybody want to share any other win, obstacle, or resource that they have? Just to announce something?
I just want to say something. Since I left Forbes Factor, I don't know what happened, but like my inner self feels like so happy, and I feel.
Okay, could you stop for a second, Joni? Could you not say the words, I don't know what happened? Could you say, I want to thank Forbes and her genius for creating a program that made my head explode. Exactly. You do know what happened. And there's two people on this call, by the way, who don't understand how that happens. So that's what I want you to talk about.
Forbes, when you just need to go. Forbes, I went in there, and it's so hard to explain. You really, truly have to experience it yourself. But she pulls all this toxic out of your body and all this negative stuff I had in my mind about my family, the drama, this, that. Since I've been home, I don't even think about my family or the drama. I think about me and my future with Boobalicious and my family. I wake up in the morning happy. I mean, this morning I felt my hip. I said, Dave, I feel my hip again. And I made him come over and feel it. I mean, between the Eat Journal and the Force Factor, you really, truly have to experience it yourself to get what I'm feeling right now.
Okay, so Joni, beyond that, you're about to say, so what has been happening in your business?
Well, I am having an Amazon store should be launching this week.
Congratulations.
Thank you. November 8th, I'm going to Wilmington, Delaware, and I'm speaking in front of a couple hundred people about my entrepreneur journey.
Congratulations. How'd that happen?
In April, they did the News Journal did an article on me in April, and they reached out to me and they wanted me to speak at their convention that they're having, and they wanted me to speak about my journey with Boobalicious.
Congratulations. Wow.
So,
and I also heard that you spoke on Kevin's thing. Did you pay for that?
No.
Congratulations. How'd they find you?
Because I'm persistent and I don't give up, and I don't care if anyone says no. I keep going. And I found pitch investors and everything on Facebook I apply for. And I just keep going.
Congratulations. So do you all hear that? So I know what happens. It's what you get when you leave Forbes Factor. It is why one of our goals should be to try and fill February's class. One, you get money back for it. Two, just the way you're showing up in the world would help. We need to grow that as big as it can get. And it's unlike any other seminar. I was talking about this today with someone. I'm tired of going to seminars and you come home going, hey, I'm all jacked up, and I'm all jacked up until I'm not jacked up anymore. Now what do I do? Right? So it is about being able to take the work out here, get raging success stories. Emotional, physical. Jenny and Michael, you don't know that, but this is a business training, and Stacy Saints over there has lost over 60 pounds in a business training. Oh my gosh, how did she do that? Well, because it's a holistic, it's an event. You can't be out there doing the kind of hours, the kind of energy that we do if you're not feeling your best, looking great, and letting go of all the old stuff that's swallowing your body in any kind of fat or illness. Let it go. Right, Miss Stacy?
Absolutely. Entirely.
And to that end, Josh wants to start a detox tonight. Oh my gosh. I don't know how you have the kind of muscles that he has. 0 fat on his body, and he's amazing. He's my absolute hero. Now I need to keep coaching him on is to get his message out to the world and have people following him. He doesn't want to do it every day. Work out in the gym hours every day. That marketing thing is kind of hard for him. Yeah.
I understand. I'm gonna say, can I say one thing really quick?
And absolutely, Miss Girlfriend, go.
I do too. After you.
Awesome, thank you. No, I also can attest to my life just changing over the last, I don't know how many months since March, since 2 Forbes Factors and being a year-long coaching client, and not being the one who would grab a microphone, but I would teach a fitness class of 40 people and would prefer to yell over the microphone or really yell over the music, but to have the confidence. And now, as I've been working through all of the things that we've done since Forbes Factor, just having the confidence to speak and understanding my message and gaining more clarity on that. And now understanding how to develop my, gotten a cool win over the last week. I've gotten 4 clients reach out to me and ask me to put together online programs and invited to do 2 health talks this weekend and next weekend. I'm so grateful.
Because here's the deal. You ask for it, and when it shows up, y'all act so surprised. I don't know how that happened. I'm sorry, I ordered Caesar salad. I don't know how that happened. How did they know? You guys are so silly.
Yes,
All
thank
right,
you.
so Miss Leah and Tim are heading down. Now, are you guys coming in person for question camera, or are you on Zoom? Here, just go to this. Camera.net. Here's what I'm teaching everybody. And you can be virtual because not everybody can come down here. And I think I have 4 spots left. And I have a discount for all of my students. Here's what you're gonna get. This ability to communicate via the camera. Being able to look in this lens and understand that I am talking to you, whoever you are, right? So you are the most important person in the room. You have a problem. I'm going to show you the problem. I'm going to provide the solution, and you're going to give me money for it. Would that be okay? Yes. So what I also just did was also some NLP. This training is the best thing you'll ever do in your life. How have you all gotten the things that you've wanted? It's through the NLP stuff that I do. So I'm training you how to be on camera, be on stage. Look at this. So Leah's speaking, and now Joni's on stage. I'm going to tell you, there are secrets, tips, and techniques. You don't want to blow an opportunity on stage. When you're up there, there is the ability to close people into everything that you know what I think is spin gym. Thank you, Bob, for doing that. You can help me find one. Josh, there's one because we need to spin gym real quick. So if you want to learn stage techniques, if you want to learn some of the things that took me most of my life to figure out, that's part of this course. It's the only one that I'm teaching this year. And then the NLP. I'm going to give you some of the things that you guys say, wait a second, how does she do that? Well, it's like some of my magic tricks. I wish I was a genius magician. All I am is somebody who just studied enough to get things to work. So if there's any questions, and if you refer somebody, if you can't make it, I will give you the money, a percentage depending on how much they pay. So if you say, hey, you know what, you need to meet Forbes Riley. I may even do a quick webinar on this. If you've got your spin gym, I know Miss Nicole is driving. So I'm going to go share. If anyone has any other things they want to share.
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead, Miss Brianna, go.
I'm going to be the host of a fundraising event this Tuesday night. I'm really excited about it.
Tell me more about it.
So it's an event to raise money for an organization for a woman who finds community insiders and equips them with everything they need to make their vision to improve their community a reality. So she's been really struggling. She has a really hard time promoting herself, and her last host just wasn't connected to her vision. So I'm really excited to share my heart and my own passion for her organization and how it can help other people. And
okay, so here, okay, well, so but and I will tell you what, part of the coaching that I would do, if Tucker were here, he'd know, is what do you really want out of this? So I appreciate all the things that she wants out of it, but what is your actual goal?
I want exposure and to be able to have the visibility as a host.
Okay, so to that end, if you want exposure, what materials are you bringing with you to the event that people can bring home? You have a creative business card. You have a little
for a live Facebook.
No, that's one thing you'll do at Facebook. Do you have a leave behind? Can you invite people to a free call at Permission Granted Productions so that you can enroll them to get people to be better? That can be part of a business card that you bring. Oh God, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Brianna, I don't have any idea what's going on. Brianna, are you still on?
I am, yep.
All right, so don't ever spin Jim behind your head.
Oh, okay.
No, seriously, it over-rotates your shoulders and there's no reason to.
Oh, okay.
So what did I just say business-wise? What was the coaching?
To go there with an intention of how I'm going to get something out of it, which I am.
Well, now, and it's not a selfish thing. I want you to go with a business card. I want you to write a business card that says, hey, I offer a free coaching On Thursday nights at Permission Granted Productions. What a great idea. You're going to meet people who want to be more empowered. You want to collect people's emails. Say, you know what, guys? I offer free coaching. If you give me your email, I'll send you the information. I actually always go to events with a whole pad, and I'll write down, and I'll say, look, if you want to enroll these people, just getting exposure over Facebook is not enough. It does not equate to dollars. You can also give people a free coach. If you said, hey, you know what, guys? I offer a free 15-minute coaching that gets you excited or enrolled in whatever it is that you want. You know, being an affiliate of the programs that we do is a great way to make extra money. Got it?
Got it.
All right, cool. That's really what it means by having the end in mind.